It is the Prime attack. Yes. With a cat right in front of it. But this is based on Transformers Prime. This is a third-party version of Optimus. It's a Prime. Now, at one point, these were made by a company, but I'm not seeing any company name on the box, so I don't know if they've distanced themselves from this. It does say new version. I don't know if it's a new version, but we're gonna break it out. We're gonna have some fun with it. And full disclosure, this was sent to me at no cost by the Tommy Park store, also known on AliExpress as the Jerry Store, which is a gold-rated seller on that platform. So you have two places to get this if after all this we go through, you like it. And if you're new to the channel, I'm Captain Kyle. Welcome aboard. And if you've been watching for a while, I'm still Captain Kyle. And thank you so much for coming back. That is awesome. All right, let's break this out, go through it bit by bit, and have some fun along the way. Be right back. All right, so my cat Honor has decided to no longer honor us with her presence. So I can get into this without the fur flying. So I'm gonna open it very carefully. Okay, not that carefully. Gonna yank it out. This is a very nice box, but we're gonna get rid of it. Now we have the instructions, and the instructions also just say Production Attack Prime and Instruction. So it does not have a brand name, but I think this might be, some people call this fourth party. I think that someone else put this out and now someone else is also putting it out. It's all good. In the box, we have two blue energy swords and an extra head for Prime. This one has a mouth. We also have a really cool sword that, damn, I wouldn't mind chopping up some people with this. We're not gonna talk about who. We have two weapons. Guns that, are plastic and they're not going to kill anybody, but they're good. And we have the figure, which the head on it has closed mouth. I am Optimus Prime, and I send this message to any and all Autobots out there. I rock. Now, I do need to fix his feet because they were folded up a little bit for packaging purposes, but there he is. He also has this little thing here, which I'm going to show you what that's for in a little bit. But let's take a look at this guy. So Prime, I recently did a live stream and a lot of people really enjoyed the Transformers Prime series. It was up there. I mean, Beast Wars, after G1, it's pretty much Beast Wars or Prime that most people really, really like. I'm not saying that there are other series that aren't also good. I really love animated as well. And Siege definitely had a moment or two. I know who you are, Quintesson. I went to the William Shatner School of Acting. But really, people really enjoyed Prime. And I'm actually doing a rewatch now of it. I got so many comments, I'm like, I need to go back and see that. So this is a version of Prime, obviously third party. Looks very cool. I do not know how close it is to the official toy as far as transformation and all that. I think I have one. I think I haven't taken it out of the box yet, and maybe one of these days I'll do that. But this one I know about. Yes, Optimus, it's Jeffrey Combs. I mean, Ratchet. They had quite the all-star cast on that. So, very cool figure. He stands on his feet, and also he's about 7 inches, just a hair shy of 7 inches tall. Maybe exactly 7 inches tall, because I had the ankle rockers out, so I am 7 inches. Hello, ladies. Okay, so let's hook him up with some accessories. Now he's got this big-ass sword, which has this pommel which you can take off, so you can slide it into his hand, and then put the pommel back on. Now looking at this sword, it's got a knuckle guard here. I wonder, I think it was assembled wrong, because with the knuckle guard there, you want the blade out that way, so there he is with a huge sword. He also has guns that he can use to blast cons. And against the Geneva Convention, I believe, I think these are now considered outlawed, but he's got energy bayonets. Maybe they're not outlawed on Cybertron. I heard something, and if someone out there is knowledgeable about this, I gotta pop his shoulder back in. That was me, because I played around with it earlier. Yeah, if someone knows better than I whether or not bayonets are now outlawed according to the rules of war, because war should have rules, let me know. But I kind of heard that. So yes, here's his head with a mouth. Woohoo! Bumblebee, why are you street racing? So I'm going to take his sword out, and we will put his other gun in his hand, complete with bayonet. Though it looks like you could also just put those in his hands too if you want, and he could just slice and dice with that. Or I guess underneath might be even better as far as the way the blade is. Well, let's get him fully outfitted. Other gun. The guns, by the way, can go quite far down, because in the show, if you'll recall, his gun's kind of folded out from his hand and he had no hands. So these give that illusion, when you push them down, that he just flipped out weapons and he no longer has hands, you know, until he needs them. And here's Sky. So we had Honor earlier, and now we have Sky, and hopefully, because Honor's down there, they don't get along. It's kind of bad. So this piece, there's a hole in his back. Plug this into. And then you take this sword and you pop it in. So basically, he has a sheath for his sword, so he can reach over his shoulder, raise his magic sword above his head, and say, "By the power of Cybertron, dumbass." Okay, that didn't work. Prime and the Masters of the Universe. Okay, I'm getting a little silly. So he is fully outfitted, ready for war. I like it. However, I'm going to take all this stuff off, de-outfit him for war. Now his head has a screw in the back, so I imagine you need to unscrew that in order to replace the head. And you really need a very teeny tipped, shut up Logan, screwdriver in order to do that. Give me your face. Even then, it was still difficult to remove the head. I'm kind of wondering, maybe you don't need to unscrew it. Maybe you just need to use a lot of force. So there he is with a mouth. It's kind of tiny to see. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it in the camera, but hopefully can try to zoom in as much as we can. I just want to screw his other head. Shut up, Logan. Back together. Probably need you later anyway. So if we zoom in, there we go. You can see his mouth. I'm going to zoom back out. So, very cool looking representation of Prime. Let's go through some posability. Now he does actually have ankle swivels, so that's nice. You can put him in a nice wide stance. Speaking of a wide stance, let's see if we can do what I always do. Almost, he's like a hair off. He can almost do a full Jean-Claude Van Damme, but it is not quite the full 180 degrees across. It's got a little bit of a bend there. If you want to look at his ass, there you go. You can see the bend there. Sorry, I didn't mean to touch you in an inappropriate spot there. Please don't call HR. Okay, so he can kick forward, good height. He can kick back, less height, because he's got these plates on his back. He can do a good side kick, but not fully out. If you use both feet, however, or both legs, you can really get it up there. He bends at the knee, good 90 degrees. He swivels all the way around, right at a joint above the knee. Does he twist at the waist? There is some twisting, and you can twist from side to side. However, it doesn't look like you can go all the way around unless you kind of start transforming him and really move stuff out of place. So, in general, no. His arms can go all the way around. He can go out to the side. Now these can move up, so that's also kind of part of the transformation, but I don't know if it's so that he can blend in during the 80s. I make a lot of shoulder pad jokes, don't I? But his arm can go out like that, can bend at the elbow, he can swivel. It's right above the elbow. You can accidentally detach this from his shoulder, but that's me because, again, I think it was better in there before I transformed it, so it's probably just me. So good arm articulation. The head, as you might expect, can go all the way around. He also has light piping, so when the light hits the top of his head, his eyes glow blue. And he's got some nice translucent windows on his front. If the light hits that right, you can kind of see a little bit of bluish glow there, but I don't think it's supposed to necessarily. That's like a side effect, not a desired effect. So another spin on the turntable of doom. I think he's a very handsome warrior. Doesn't have a heck of a lot of kibble. I mean, you can see the pipes and stuff and the wheels, but he's overall a very well proportioned Autobot leader with some great posability. All right, we've given you his measurements. We've gone through the posability. Now let's check out the truck mode. There he is in his cab mode. Looks very nice, very clean. Hard to even tell necessarily. I mean, there's some hints on the bottom. You'll be like, what's that about? But he's still overall a very nice looking truck. Now, as far as weapon storage, you can attach the weapons to the back, so that makes for a heck of a tailgating deterrent. Motherfucker, you're way too close. I know Optimus wouldn't say that, but I would. Not really much you can do with the sword. There's no place to put that, and honestly, I'd go G1 style and not have the guns on the back. That again takes away the whole robot in disguise thing. Oh, one thing I forgot. He actually does have the trailer hitch, and that you can also, oh, it's a little loose. So in vehicle mode, he is a little over 6.5 inches. Let's give him a roll test. He rolls really well. I mean, Hasbro, take note. I don't know how well the original Prime 1 was. Thing is, during Prime, I was on hiatus from any collecting, so I'm still catching up. And I have one in the box, I just haven't taken him out. I don't think. Pretty sure I didn't. But he has a trailer hitch. What trailer is this? This, I believe, is the 40th anniversary trailer. I don't know if it's going to go on here, though. Oh, no, this is not the 40th anniversary trailer. Or no, maybe it is. It's so many trailers. Let's see. Yeah, unfortunately, hi, Honor. So he's got a thing to put a post in, and this has a thing to put a post on. So that doesn't work. Okay, I am thinking this is the 40th anniversary, but again, same problem. I've got so many trailers. This one is a regular Prime trailer. That's not going to work. This might work. This, my friends, is the C01 Missing Link trailer. Perfect. Kitty cat! So yes, the trailer for the C01 Missing Link Optimus Prime works for this Prime. So that is cool. So that is him in a nutshell. Now I'll put links in the description to both the Tommy Parks store website and AliExpress, so whichever you are most comfortable ordering from. And I have reached out, and if I get a coupon code, I'll put that in the description as well. And that way you can hopefully get a bonus or a discount on this guy. He only costs about $300,000. No, I'm kidding. Maybe pesos. I can't do currency conversion in my head. Now he is listed as the APC Attack Prime, which is the company name I've heard, and they used to have APC very proudly on the box, and now it's missing, so I don't know what that's about. But we'll call him the APC Attack Prime Japanese version, and he goes for like $39. I think he's a well-constructed, well-armed, and well-put-together third-party toy. If you like Prime, you might like this. I mean, the series. I'm hoping, you know, you like Optimus Prime. Maybe not Sentinel Prime. All his movie appearances have really sucked. I mean, the characters have been cool, but just sucky person. But yeah, so there you have it. The Attack Prime. I am Attack Prime. I am going to kick your ass. Autobots, transform and kick ass. So yeah, fun toy. I enjoy it. We'll go proudly somewhere I'm trying to like do a third-party shelf, so I may need more than one, like bookcase. We'll see what I can do there. But very fun toy, and I hope you're having fun watching these reviews as much fun as I have making them. And while you are debating about this guy, you should subscribe. Okay, well, if you like this content, by all means, feel free to subscribe. And while you're mulling this guy over, you can actually take a look at this video over here, which is an actual Prime toy. It is the Prime Beast Hunters Knockout. Yes. And we will see you next time. As always, have fun and good hunting.